Legends 2 is an action-adventure game launched for the PS1 in 2000. This is the third, and as of this review, final game in the series, the previous two being Megaman Legends and the Misadventures of Tron, Bonne, both of which I've already reviewed. Megaman Legends 2 takes place 1 year after the events of the first game as you, Barrel, and Roll Barrel Roll, I just got that! Are about to track down the Motherlode, the greatest treasure in the world. But then, anime stuff happens, ships explode, people's long-lost parents are revealed, the world needs to be saved again. You know, the usual. Meh, no biggie. After the last game, I marred like a freaking space marine, right, Roll?
I needed to upgrade the flutter. I sold all your equipment, please forgive me.
You what? You sold my laser cannon to upgrade this piece of shit? Do you know how hard it was to get it? Okay, right, let's continue. So, all that aside, gameplay-wise, Mega Man Legends 2 is a massive improvement over its predecessor. For starters, you have dual analog stick controls, which makes controlling Mega Man much smoother. It's still pretty stiff by modern standards, mind you, and the auto lock-on feature absolutely sucks, but you don't have to use it if you don't want to. The world is also much bigger this time around, as you travel from island to island and explore jungle, desert and ice regions. And you have several towns and cities to explore this time. Though I gotta say, none of them are as large, vibrant or feel as lived in as the city in the first game. I mean, yeah, you only had one city in the first game, but man, it was an awesome city. It was huge by PS1 standards, and you could do a ton of stuff in it. You could race, enter TV game shows, jump from rooftop to rooftop, and so much more. But here, most cities feel tiny. And sure, you can still do most of these things in the sequel, but there really isn't a lot to do in most individual towns. Still, I do think Mega Man Legends 2 gives you more stuff overall. Another big change in this game was the tone of the story. The first Mega Man Legends felt like a Saturday morning cartoon, with lots of humor and bumbling villains while you save the day. The sequel feels more like your typical action anime. I know some people prefer the more serious tone of this game, but I don't know, I miss the happy-go-lucky world of its predecessor. The game's graphics have also been improved, allowing for more graphical effects, better textures, better shading. Seriously, these characters smile, frown, blink, their mouths move, and they have anime expressions. Again, I can think of games launched much later on much more powerful hardware that still didn't have this level of attention to character expressions. The gameplay and level design was also tweaked. The first game's dungeons were little more than places to dungeon crawl while occasionally looking for keys or gear. But I guess the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time must have had an influence in Mega Man Legends 2's development. Because now there's a bigger focus on puzzle solving and platforming. You also have to switch between your equipment often to suit your needs. Sometimes you'll do it to improve your stats, and other times because they'll make your puzzles easier. And the dungeons are thematic too, which, again, includes a jungle dungeon, fire dungeon, ice dungeon, and yes, even the dreaded water dungeon. And let me tell you, if you thought the water temple in Ocarina of Time was annoying, then you really don't want to play this dungeon. Not only do you have to raise and lower water levels similar to Ocarina of Time, but you also move incredibly slower. I mean, look at this! Now granted, you can get the underwater propeller shoes, which help you travel much faster, but you still gotta put up with this. Seriously? I did discover a bug during these water sections though. If you use your propeller shoes to jump off the edge of a platform, you'll have gained a ton of speed as if you were out of water, but you'll still descend really slowly. This means you'll be able to skip a lot of the annoying jumps and sections in this dungeon. But don't get me wrong, puzzles aside, there's still a lot of dungeon crawling to be had. Especially because everything in this game is so expensive, including gear and items you buy on stores, and especially upgrading your secondary weapons. So there's a good chance you'll spend quite a bit of time farming and grinding for money. At least the secondary weapons are way more useful this time around. I generally found myself using them a lot more than I did in the first game. You can even explore several optional dungeons, collect the large refractor at the center, and then sell them for money. So the game does a good job at making you feel like a treasure hunter by simply creating optional dungeons whose main goal is for you to collect treasure. And then of course there's the major set pieces in the game, most of which come from fighting against pirates. Oh no, I'm not falling for this again. I still remember what your voice actor did to get arrested. Man, what is it with these games? The first game had adults trying to sleep with 14-year-olds, and the spin-off had a voice actor convicted for sharing illegal porn. No, you're fine, but not you. After what you did, there's absolutely nothing I want to hear from your character.
What should we do with the toilet paper?
We may be pirates, but we're not barbarians. We'll let them keep the toilet paper.
Damn it, that was actually pretty funny. You don't just fight the Bonnes though, you also face off against new pirates, including Glide from the Misadventures of Tron Bonne. And man, let me tell ya, some of these boss fights are awesome. You'll be fighting them off while riding trains, fighting giant robots, and even defending a city from airstrikes. Holy crap, when did Mega Man get so epic? Wait, what? If you lose, the town's mayor will self-destruct the entire city? I know I skipped the text really quick, but that can't be right.
No! I won't let them have the key! No! We'll take you with us!
Holy crap! Dude, you just committed a massive scale murder-suicide. There are women and children in this town. Hell, forget women and children, I'm in this town. And you just blew it up, which means I'm dead. Jesus, when did Mega Man get so dark? And now the game just prompted me to the happiest little jingle ever. I swear, this is Doki Doki Literature Club all over again. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm reading too much into this. Wait, was that a cocaine joke? In Mega Man? Yes, it was! Are you telling me there's a cocaine joke on a Mega Man game? What are you doing, Capcom? Right, where was I? Despite all the huge battles and set pieces, I do miss the huge boss battles inside the city from the first game that would usually end up with half the city being destroyed. The closest you can get to that in this game is during a boss fight with Tron Bonne, in which she could end up destroying half a village. Oh man, I'm getting some serious Misadventures of Tron Bonne flashbacks right now, and I'm loving it. But this is the only time you get a boss fight like that in Mega Man Legends 2, so that's a shame. Overall, Mega Man Legends 2 is better than its predecessor in most accounts. The graphics are better, you have a world with several cities to explore, the dungeons are deeper and more varied, your sub-weapons are way more useful, there's more enemy variety, and the gameplay mixes up action with puzzles and platforming. However, some elements which I liked from the previous game did get scaled back. The story is now much more anime-esque and serious instead of the goofy cartoony plot of the first game. And while you do have larger bosses to fight, you don't really see their destruction like you did in the first game. But perhaps the worst change of them all is simply how little you get to see the Bonnes. Convicted voice actor or not, they really are the best characters in the entire series, and I wish I could have seen more of them. But hey, I'm just glad you can finally play a game without having to worry about grown men and women doing stuff to kids that they shouldn't. Right, Mega Man? We can finally have some good, nice, clean fun. Mega Man, no! Hey everyone, thank you for watching St1ka's Retro Corner. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe and share this video. All that fun social media stuff. And be sure to hit that notification bell icon to know when a new video is out. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. Bye!